Welcome to today's flow. This is going to be a flow where we do not use our hands. We are going to stay standing. We are going to be using our body to hold us up, and we are going to refrain from adding body weight to our hands. So this is a great flow to do if you have any wrist issues, arthritis, carpal tunnel, neuropathy, anything where it's kind of compromised and doesn't feel good. So I want to still let you know that yoga can be available to you, and we have a way that you can still do the class but not have to worry about being on your wrist. So we're going to start standing with our feet about hip width distance apart, and we're just going to kind of travel up through our body in this standing posture. So we're pressing into the four corners of our feet. The four corners of your feet is the space below your big toe, your little toe, and both sides of your heel. So if I put my foot up, it's here, 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 and here. So we're going to press into the earth with those 4 points. And then I want you to think of gently rolling slightly out. It's a really small movement. If you look at my feet, you'll be able to see it. A lot of times we tend to sag in with our ankles. So if you notice my feet right now, I'm sagging in with my ankles, which is then causing a lot of knee torque and hip torque. So we're going to take our feet and we're going to kind of roll them a little bit out. Think of that footprint you see on the ground after you've come out of the pool or out of any type of water, and it's that kind of half moon, crescent moon shape. We're going to think of pressing into the earth with that foot shape. Even if you have fallen arches or flat feet, you can still put a little bit more body weight in that pinky side of your foot. So it's going to help to, one, engage your hips and your legs so you have a nice sturdy base of support, and it's going to take some of that tension and that strain off of the inner ankle and the knee. So we're going to work on that first, pressing down, hips right over the knees, knees right over the ankles, and then shoulder girdle right over the hip girdle. So sideways it looks like this. And then a lot of times our head seems to be forward, one, because our head weighs a substantial amount for our neck to have to hold up, and two, gravity's pushing down on us all day long. So we're going to take this chin and we're going to make it parallel to the ground, and we're going to take our ears and we're going to gently pull them back maybe an inch, and then hands come down along your sides. Go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to travel back down to the feet, pressing into the earth with the 4 corners of your foot. As you do that, you'll notice the muscles in your leg tend to tighten. So now we're up to the hips. I want you to think of your tailbone reaching down for the space between your heels. And then as you press down with those feet, we're going to inhale and let our crown grow tall. So almost as if you're taking your spine and it's growing out of your hip girdle. And then arms stay down as you exhale, shoulders melt away from your ears, and shoulder blades gently hug your spine. This is Tadasana. We're just going to stand here for a moment, again going back down to the feet, pressing in, tailbone reaching down, inhaling, crown lifting, exhaling, shoulders melt down. Beautiful. So this is the blueprint for all the other postures we're going to do today, and I'll explain as we continue on. Inhale, arms come up, maybe gazing up at the ceiling. Exhale, palms come to center. Inhale up. Exhale, palms to center. Inhale up, adding on. As you exhale, you're going to make a field goal or a cactus with your arms. So I am squeezing and pulling in with my shoulders. This allows the whole front of your chest to release. So we're pulling down, collarbones are wide. Inhale back up. Exhale, opening. Inhale up. Hands come to your thighs. We're going to gently bend, chin towards chest, just rounding in a little C position. Let's begin again. Inhale up all the way. Exhale, open into that cactus arm. Inhale up. Exhale, round forward. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, round forward. Inhale up. Dropping your right arm, left arm reaches up. Pressing your left foot into the earth even more, rooting down, and then gently coming over the top. So you may have feel this all the way from your left hip, up the side of your body, and up your arm. If you'd like a little bit more here, you can grab onto that wrist and gently pull and take your gaze up. Continue your breath. As we hold posture, sometimes we want to hold our breath. So try to calmly sigh out if you notice you're holding your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reaching up and then over. If you'd like to grasp on with that hand, you can. Pressing into the right foot in the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, hands at heart center. We're going to put those two movements together. Inhale. Exhale, opening cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Right arm drops, left arm comes over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Beautiful. We're going to add on. Inhale, hands coming forward. Shoulders are relaxed down, fingertips forward. Inhale. As you exhale, your left arm is going to stay forward. Your right arm is going to reach behind you, and you're going to take your gaze with you. So hips stay forward. Nose follows your right thumb. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand comes behind. Inhale back to center. We are going to put those three movements together. That makes up the 6 movements of the spine. If we can move our spine in those 6 ways, we're going to have a healthy spine. Healthy spine means long life. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Navel pulls in on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, lift up and over. Inhale up. And exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down, opening to the right. Inhale forward. Exhale to the left. Coming back, we're going to do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Hands come to center. Exhale right. Inhale forward. Exhale left. Inhale forward and up. Exhale open. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up into center. Exhale to the right. Inhale forward. Exhale open. Inhale forward. Hands at heart center. Exhale. Chin gently comes towards chest for a moment. Take a nice inhale. Sigh it out through the mouth. Let's do one more. Beautiful. So now you should be all warmed up. Your spine is warm, your hips, your legs, you've been moving. We're going to move into our warrior series, standing on your mat. The first thing we're going to do, and I will turn sideways so you can see me, we're going to start on our right leg. So we're going to step our right leg. Actually, let's step to the top of our mat. Hands on your hips. So I like to keep feet like train tracks. So you're going to have your right foot where underneath your right hip, your left foot under your left hip, and then we're just going to step back. So we're going to start with Warrior One. Warrior One, you have your front knee bent. You want your knee over your ankle, and then your hip in line with your knee. So you may be here, and that's totally fine. As you begin to find more range of motion, you're going to be able to get that hip down further, which is fine. So back leg is straight. It's at a 45-degree angle. I'll turn this way so you can see it a little better. So we're at this 45-degree angle. I always say take your toes almost as if they're pointing to the top part of your mat. So this 45-degree angle allows us to keep our hips and our shoulders forward. This is a closed hip posture. So I have my weight in my right foot and in the pinky side of my back foot. You're turning, facing the wall in front of you, and inhale, arms come up. Maybe your shoulders are bothering you and your shoulders come right to your ears. Keep them relaxed then, and you can keep them forward. Inhale up. We're going to exhale, keeping our legs the same, and just kind of reaching back. Still pressing into the pinky side of that back foot, gazing forward where your mat meets the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, coming forward. As we come up, we're going to transfer to Warrior Two. So go ahead and watch me. Inhale up, windmill our arms. We're opening chest and shoulders sideways now, and we're taking that back foot with us. So your left foot is facing forward, your right foot did not move. So now we have an open hip posture, and we'll finish our Warrior series here. Warrior Two, arms come out. You want to make sure you're not here, you're not here. That shoulder girdle is directly above your hip girdle. So you're here, and then you're going to glance over your right hand, over your first, second, and third fingers. Inhale. As you exhale, left arm drops or wraps around your lower back, and palm comes up. Still pressing into that front leg. Reverse warrior. Inhale back to Warrior Two. As you exhale, you're going to reach your right fingertips forward. Place your right forearm on your right thigh, and left arm reaches up. Side angle. You can always play with straightening that right arm. Just make sure this left shoulder doesn't fall forward. Taking a few breaths here. As we come up to Warrior Two arms, we're going to straighten that front leg. And now we're going to reach back for reverse triangle. Hand can come behind your back if you prefer. Inhale back to Warrior Two. Moving into triangle. Reach first with that right hand, letting this left hip kind of kick back just a little bit, and then tick-tock down. Maybe using a block here if you can't reach the floor, or placing your hand on your shin. Spiraling open, so where chest is open, our shoulders are open, and we're reaching up. Inhale up. Hands come to heart center, and we're going to step to the top of our mat. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, we're going to keep our left foot forward now, and step back with our right. I'm going to switch sides so you guys can see me more fully. So we have the 45-degree angle with our right foot. Left foot we have toes pointing forward. Hips and shoulders are facing forward. This is the closed hip posture. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sweep. Pressing into that right pinky side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep. Pausing here for a moment. We're moving into Warrior Two. So our hips and shoulders are going to open, and we're going to take that back foot with us and turn it slightly. So we're inhaling open, windmilling the arms, and that back foot now. I'm having my toes face yoke. Beautiful. Hip girdle and shoulder girdle lined up. Gazing over your left hand. Tailbone reaching for the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. On the next exhale, we're going to do reverse warrior. Right hand can come down or wrap around your lower back. Left hand is reaching up for that ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to Warrior Two arms. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle. You can straighten that left arm if you want. Pressing into the pinky side of your right foot. Beautiful. Inhale, coming up, straightening that front leg. reverse triangle. Inhale, reaching forward, exhale, tick-tock down. Navel's pulling in, supporting your torso, helping with balance. Inhale, come up, all 10 toes forward, 5-pointed star. From here, we're going to go into a goddess. Shoulder blades hug your spine, tailbone reaching for the floor. And then we're going to release down, letting the arms cross. Inhale, back up to 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, down and back up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, and back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Hands to heart center. From here, we're going to take our heels and bring them behind our toes. So now I've kind of rotated my legs, and my sit bones are going to be pressing back as I come forward. So heel directly behind your toes. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can pull your heels a little bit past your toes or a little bit out to create more of an angle, and you're going to feel a little bit more rotation here in your hips, and it's going to feel a really good stretch if you don't have any hip issues. We're going to take a halfway fold here. So in this halfway fold, I'm going to turn sideways for a moment for you. You want to make sure that you are pressing your tailbone back, but you're not hanging out in your heels. You want to kind of rock forward a little bit so you're more in the ball of your foot, allowing there to be some stretch in the back of your legs. Think of your nose right down towards the floor. So your gaze is nice and relaxed, the back of the neck is stretched. I'm going to turn sideways again so I don't correct you, so I don't slip on that floor. So we have this halfway lift. Crown of your head is reaching towards me. Tailbone is reaching towards the wall behind you. Gently pressing into your thigh where it meets your hip, so your hip crease there with your thumbs as you reach your crown forward. If this is too intense, just gently bend your legs a little bit. Inhale, as you exhale, hands come to the floor, and you're going to bring your chin to your chest and round down. So my hands actually are not really touching the floor. My fingertips are just here. You can put your hands on your calves. Actually, let's do that. Place your hands on your calves, and you almost can use your grip on your calves to pull your body in a little bit closer. Coming back up to halfway. We're going to take our left hand over to our right leg, anywhere that you can grab. Maybe it's your thigh, maybe it's your calf, and you're going to reach to that and then lift that right arm up. And then release, come across with that right arm, touching your left leg, and left arm comes up. Coming back to center, chin towards chest for a moment. Gently bend the knees, and we're going to round up to standing. We have one more segment here. We're going to take our toes back out wide. We're in this nice wide stance here. And we're going to bend our right knee. So as we bend our right knee, we're putting some stretch into this inner thigh. You can lift that toe if that feels good. So I almost fell over. Place that down, and then we're going to rock to the other side. So we're not going to press our hands down here. That's an option if you wanted to use wrists. The other thing would be to do is have a chair in front of you that you can kind of put your hands and rock back and forth. So we're just getting into our hip joints, getting some nice stretching, lengthening of the muscles. We'll do One more time each side. If lifting your toes doesn't feel good on your heel, you can keep your foot planted like mine is right here. Coming back to center, walking our feet in just slightly, so we're in this nice squat position, this really strong squat. We're going to press in with our left hand here, and we're going to reach around looking over our right shoulder. It's a nice spinal twist. Think of the crown reaching for the ceiling and the wall in front of you where the ceiling meets the wall. And you have this nice twist, almost as if your spine is a spiral staircase. From the crown of your head to the bottom of your sacrum, coming back to center, making sure you inhale and exhale, pressing into that right knee, looking over the left shoulder. Again, remember, keeping that spine mobile is of so much importance. The minute we stop moving, the minute things start to solidify, and we don't want that to happen. Slowly coming back to standing, we're going to bring our hands towards, our feet towards each other, keeping that hip distance apart. Hands coming to heart center. We're going to do a little bit of balance before we finish, and a standing meditation. We're going to press into our left foot. We're going to take on the characteristics of a tree by rooting down. So we're going to root down with that left foot. I like to start by lifting my toes, spreading them wide, and then placing them back down. And then we're going to come up onto our right toes. 3 options for a tree. One is you can just turn the foot out, keeping the toes on the ground. Any position we're in here for tree, 2 really important things. This knee, we want to open. So we don't want it here. We want to really think of opening that knee up. And the opposite shoulder pulling back. Whenever we move into a balance posture, we naturally just want to kind of cave in. 1, to protect ourselves. 2, to help ourselves not fall. And 3, to get a better grasp on our center of gravity. So when we're opening here, it's challenging the balance, but it's also allowing us to stay in that good posture. So the other thing is, if you look at my hips, you don't want to do this, where you kind of sag into this hip. You want to press into the ground, kind of makes you grow a little bit taller. So your foot can stay on the floor. It can be between your ankle and your knee, or you can place it above the knee. So either one, if you're placing it above the knee, you're pressing into your inner thigh as your inner thigh is pressing into your foot. And then hands can come at heart center, or up, cactus, whatever you feel comfortable. If you fall out of it, just get back in. No judgments. Gravity works. When you release down, slowly and mindfully, I'm going to walk those legs out. We're going to do the same thing again with the other side. So pressing down into the earth with my right foot, lifting my toes, spreading them wide, and then opening that knee up first. So this is kind of the kickstand version where you're keeping your foot on the ground. This may feel comfortable, and you may notice that your balance is off, or not off, but just different on your opposite leg, and that's completely normal. So that's why we do these on both sides. Okay, so you can be here, you can be below the knee, between the knee and the ankle, never on the knee. We don't want to ever put sheer force on the side of our knee. And then the other way would be above the knee, pressing in. I have really slippery heels today. So we're going to press in as our thigh presses into our foot. So we're kind of creating some leverage. And then hands go wherever you feel comfortable. So here our left knee's pulling back and our right shoulder's pulling back. Rooting down and lifting up. And turn the corners of your mouth up in a nice little smile as you enjoy your practice today. Mindfully coming out of that and shaking that around. Feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Hands come to heart center, keeping those shoulder blades hugging your spine, pulling your ears over your shoulders, and close your eyes. Bringing your attention to your breath as you fill up, as you exhale. Releasing your hands down along your sides, palms towards me. Tailbone reaching for the space between your heels. As you close your eyes, you may get a little more wobbly. Just bring your feet out a little bit further. We want to have a good base of support as we stand here with eyes closed. In that nice Tadasana posture as we begin to close our practice for today. Starting at your feet, bring your attention to the sensations in the bottom of your feet as you feel your mat with the skin of your toes, ball of your foot, midfoot, and heel. And just feel what it feels like to be standing. Bringing your attention up your leg, to your knee. Making sure your knees are not locked out, but that there's a softness to that joint. Coming up your legs, to your hips. Tailbone reaching for the space between your heels. Automatically put your hip girdle in a nice neutral position. As you inhale, feel the belly expand, the rib cage expand, the chest lift. As you exhale, feel the chest come back to neutral, the rib cage coming back to neutral, and then navel pulling into the spine. We'll do this 3-part breath again together. Inhale, belly expands, rib cage expands, chest lifts. As you exhale, chest coming back to neutral, rib cage to neutral, navel pulls in towards spine. And now letting your body breathe as it does on its own. Moving up to the shoulders, up along the back side of your torso. Spine growing tall, shoulder blades hugging spine. Collarbones are long. I'm thinking of that spot above the sternum where the collarbones meet. As you inhale, feel the breath come across this area in your throat. Moving up through the neck to the face. On your next exhale, finding a softness in your face, allowing the muscles of the forehead and those surrounding the eyes to dissolve any tension. Releasing the jaw if it's clenched. Releasing the tongue if it's pressed to the roof of the mouth. Moving to the jaw, starting at the chin, moving back. And then coming to the ears, wrapping around the top of the ear, behind the ear, to the base of the back of your skull. Thinking softness in all these areas that your attention travels to. And then bringing that attention from the base of your skull to the top crown of your head, feeling that softness and lightness that you've created. Being aware of the feeling of your body as a whole, from the touch on the mat to the crown of your head. Wiggle your toes and fingers just a little. Awakening your senses. Inhaling up. Keeping your eyes closed. Palms come together, bringing them to heart center. Take a nice inhale. Sigh it out. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's practice with no wrists and hands involved, and that it was nourishing for you. Let me know if you have any questions, leaving a message, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.